Hello, you're watching ERi-TV and welcome to English News Broadcast. These are the major headlines. 45 patients diagnosed positive for COVID-19 and tests carried out in the past 3 days. Popular campaign being carried out in Aodet subzone. The global COVID-19 case and vaccination coverage continues to rise. And gunmen raid Niger villages, killing at least 137 people. The local news. We have an announcement from the Minister of Health. 45 patients have been diagnosed positive for COVID-19. Tests carried out today, rather in the past 3 days, at quarantine centers in the southern, Gash-Barka and central regions. Out of these, 34 patients are from quarantine centers in Adouala 14, St. Afa 5, Mendevra 5, Adraya 3, Dekmahara 3, Maimena 2, and Dbara 2 in the southern region. 9 patients are from the quarantine center in Adibara, Gash-Barka region. The last 2 patients are from a quarantine center in Asmara central region. On the other hand, 58 patients will be receiving medical treatment in hospitals in the southern 14, central 18 region have fully recovered and have been discharged from these facilities. Sadly, though, a 61-year-old female patient has died due to COVID-19 in Asmara. The total number of recovered patients to date has risen to 2,923, while the number of deaths has increased to 8. And the total number of confirmed cases in the country to date has also reached 3,163. Minister of Health, Asmara, March 23, 2021. Residents of Eritrea subzone are conducting an extensive soil and water conservation popular campaign starting from mid-February. Speaking to Arena, Engineer Idris Abdullah from the Soil and Water Conservation Authority in the subzone said the popular campaign is being conducted in agricultural areas in the collaboration with the Minister of Agriculture branch and administration of Eritrea area. He also said that over 450 human power are engaged at the popular campaign being conducted 4 days on a weekly basis, and that so far over 3,600 meters of terraces have been constructed. Residents of the area said the significance of the popular campaign said that they will terrace farmlands belonging to needy and the elderly. The Ministry of Labor and Social Welfare branch in Kirkabet subzone rehabilitated 54 needy families in 8 administrative areas. According to a representative of the branch office, Mr. Idris Ibrahim, the rehabilitation program was provided to needy families headed by disabled, elderly, and women were rehabilitated with livestock worth 10,000 nakfa each. Mr. Idris also said that last year 60 families were rehabilitated with carts, 7 with livestock worth 10,000 nakfa each, and that supervision is being exerted to monitor the programs of beneficiaries. Beneficiaries commended for the support extended and expressed readiness to work hard and become self-reliant. Now back with international news after a short break. Welcome back. The total number of confirmed COVID-19 cases globally surpassed 124.6 million today, with the death toll exceeding 2.7 million. And the number of recovered patients has exceeded 100 million. This is according to data from World Meters. The United States has surpassed 30.5 million confirmed cases of COVID-19 today. Brazil surpassed 12 million cases, and India has recorded more than 11.7 million cases, respectively. Regarding the COVID-19 vaccine, poll data showed confidence in the safety of AstraZeneca's COVID vaccine has taken to a big hit in Spain, Germany, and France, or rather in Italy, as reports of rare black clots have been linked to it, and many countries briefly stopped using it. At least 13 European countries in the past 2 weeks stopped administering the AstraZeneca shot, co-developed with the scientists at Oxford University after reports of a small number of blood disorders. Germany will extend its coronavirus restrictions until April 18 and enter a strict lockdown for 5 days over Easter in a bid to halt soaring infection rates. Chancellor Angela Merkel said today after marathon talks with the regional leaders that ran deep into the night. Attackers on motorbike have raided several villages in southwestern Niger, killing at least 137 people in bloodiest violence to hit the country in years. This is according to the government. The gunmen attacked the villages of Izakia, Bakorat, and Wistain on Sunday, located near the border with Mali, shooting at everything which moved, according to a local official. The government said the attacks had left 137 people dead. Local officials had previously given a death toll of at least 60. The coordinated raid underscored the greatest challenge facing Mohamed Bazoum, Niger's new president, whose election victory in a round of vote last month was on Sunday. But the country's top court, Niger, the world's poorest nation, according to the United Nations Development Ranks for 189 countries, is struggling with the armed campaigns that have spilled over from Mali and Nigeria, killing hundreds of people and displacing nearly 500,000 others. At least 10 people have been killed, including a police officer, in a shooting at a supermarket in the U.S. city of Boulder, Colorado, less than a week after 8 people were shot dead in the U.S. city of Atlanta. Police arrested a suspect but didn't reveal his name or any details about the shooting at an evening news conference where Boulder Police Chief Maurice Herold fought back tears. Investigators had just begun sorting through evidence, witnesses, interviews, and didn't have details on a motive for the shooting, said Boulder County District Attorney Michael Ducati, adding that victims' families were still being notified so that names were not released. The shooting occurred at about 3 p.m. local time at a King supermarket in the Table Mesa area of Boulder City, about 45 kilometers northwest of Denver. Authorities said the suspect was getting medical treatment and there was no further threat to the public. Bangladesh has launched an investigation into a huge blaze that ripped through a sprawling Rohingya refugee camp and forced at least 50,000 people to flee. 7 people are feared dead in the biggest fire to hit the Shanti settlement to date. Nearly 1 million of the Muslim minority from Myanmar lived in crumpled and unsafe conditions at the camps in the Cox's Bazar district, with many fleeing a military crackdown in their homeland in 2017. Officials said the fire yesterday was believed to have started on one of the 34 camps, which span about 3,200 hectares of land, before spreading to 2 other camps. Police have so far confirmed only 2 deaths after recovering the bodies. But witnesses said several people had died in the blaze that has left tens of thousands with no shelter. Police said the cause of the fire was still unknown. That's it for today. Thanks for watching.